Well, Farley Mowat is one of Canada's most celebrated authors and conservationists. A lot of his inspiration coming from his uncle, including his first name. Frank Farley was a naturalist who homesteaded here in central Alberta. Frank's work is the subject of a new book called Frank Farley and the Birds of Alberta. One of the authors is Glen Hvenegaard, a professor of environmental science at the U of A, who joins us this morning. So, Glen, congratulations on the book. This all comes out of a hallway conversation with a colleague. Why did this book need to be written?
Well, Frank Farley was one of the foremost naturalists in early Alberta. He influenced so many people, including Farley Mowat, and he really left a stamp on bird conservation and environmental conservation in Alberta at the time when it really was development first. And so he really wanted to recognize that there were changes happening.
So can you talk about what he did coming here from Ontario and then really just exploring the land around him?
Yes, he was an avid traveler, but a hard worker. He homesteaded near Red Deer, and then he moved to Camrose in 1907, where he lived the rest of his life. He influenced many young people, including young Farley Mowat. You see, they're 16 years old. He took them to Churchill, Manitoba on a bird collecting expedition, but many others that he transformed into naturalists and scientists around North America. And he was really well connected with all of the other major scientists in Canada as well, as you can see in this picture.
So his work then, why was it important for the era and why is it so important now?
Yeah, in terms of colonization and settlement, he brought a mind eye to explore and document all that was present here. And so he connected with museums, and he wrote in Edmonton and Camrose newspapers all that he found. And he collected substantial records that led to the development of the first book about the birds of Alberta, written in 1958, just 9 years after he died.
So are his contributions still being felt here in Alberta today?
Yeah, he has a wide legacy. In Camrose, you can see many of the places that he had an influence on. He's got a trail of students who then mentored new students and onward, and those exist all across the continent. And he led the conservation movement here locally. He was the first guardian attached to Miquelon Lake Provincial Park, the first sanctuary under the new Migratory Bird Convention Act. So he really has left a legacy.
Now, this took 12 years for you to develop this book, and there are a couple of authors. Can you talk about the work that went into this?
Yes, I want to thank Jeremy Mowat, a professor of history, and Heather Marshall, a student and now a freelance writer. They were fabulous to work with, and we collaborated, each bringing our special skills and interests. Jeremy and I talked about it in the hallways. Soon we came across a treasure trove of information. We thought, there's a story to tell here that's really valuable to current environmental thinking in Alberta.
Who is this book for? Who are you hoping picks this up and reads it?
This should be of interest to the birding community, the environmental community, naturalists, also people interested in local Alberta and Canadian history, and those who have a passion for conservation. There are insights here that are valuable across the ages.
Well, Glen, certainly congratulations on all the hard work going into this. There is a lot to unpack from Frank Farley and his impact ongoing today. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks very much.
You can find Frank Farley and the Birds of Alberta by visiting ualbertapress.ca.